Joined in Sian's shack for all the latest I'm a Celebrity gossip. Before we start, though, Sian, you did ask a question before the break.
Yes, so I got you to listen to a clip from a previous episode of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Did you have any guesses what you thought it might be?
Well, lots of guesses, but I don't think that's what it was.
I didn't like it.
OK, I feel like some people that are, like, die-hard fans will remember this iconic moment with Paul Burrell and Carol Vorderman.
Can you feel it?
Not just yet. Keep pushing.
I can't get it in far enough. Can you feel it?
No.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
So brilliant.
It was such a good year.
So
it was
good.
so funny. But yeah, let's get straight into last night.
Yeah.
Loads to catch up on. So we saw Nella and Frankie checking into the Motel of Misery. They did a challenge. It did not go well for them. It was a very frustrating watch. But for me, the stars of it were actually Ant and Dec, who were getting just as frustrated as us watching at home. And I feel like that was quite refreshing, seeing them just being like, come on!
Looking at his watch.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? What's the strategy?
What's happened?
Yeah, I mean, bless them. Between them, they didn't do too well there.
It wasn't ideal, was it? No stars?
No stars, no coins, basically.
No.
This was like a whole new challenge where you won coins to get you stars. On the other hand, your Marv, wowzer.
Listen, I was really impressed. Really impressed.
He did so well. We've got footage of him in action. Let's have a look.
It looks funny.
Hello, Tony. Where are you?
You have the chance to win up to 10 coins each.
Oh. Going ahead. Yeah, there's 3 in the air, Ben. There's 3 to get.
In here, yeah?
Yeah, 3 to get. Smash it. There is it. You good? Get out there! Let's go. Yes, Mark! Yes!
10, baby.
Yes!
That was, I mean, I've never seen him jump like that ever. And also, his eyes were so wide. I've never seen anything like it. But he got all 10 coins. We'll take that.
He did so well, actually,
Yeah, he
Marv.
did really
and then the other
well.
2 got 7 each. It was brilliant. And it meant that the camp got chocolate and some little treats.
Yeah. An apron.
And an apron, finally.
Finally, it's the thing they've all been waiting for, the apron.
Now, is Nigel unravelling?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because we've seen him actually be quite honest about his frustration of not getting enough airtime.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
No, well, he's sort of desperate to be voted to do these big bush tucker trials because in his eyes, it's 25% more airtime, right?
25%?
25%. Yeah. So he goes very politician. So what we ended up witnessing last night was him having quite a controversial conversation with Nella about cultural appropriation. It was quite an awkward listen. I thought Nella handled it very well.
She was perfect, I thought.
Yeah.
She handled it very well.
Have a look at how it went down.
You got to boil your water. And I said, your water.
In fact, if you sang that, they'd call it cultural appropriation, Fred. They were. No, they were. It's when suits. They criticise when suits. If a white person does a black accent, that's considered to be a crime. You know, they should be cancelled.
It depends in what context.
I sort of can't win territory.
No, it just depends on the context.
Go to a fancy dress party, dress as something, and now the press will say it's cultural appropriation.
If you was to do blackface, then it is wrong.
Dress as a Mexican or whatever it is, you know.
You can't use somebody's culture as a costume, as a fancy dress. The Mexican outfit is tradition to them.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules are, Nella.
Well, you do know what the rules are, don't you,
True colours coming out a little bit with Nigel now.
Yeah.
I agree, and I feel like, you know, is he being controversial for the sake of it?
Yeah.
Is he just trying to ensure he gets that airtime in a different way?
Yeah, for me, what happened last night, he didn't get picked for the trials. He was like, I know what I'll do to make the telly.
Yeah, and I'm going to start a nothing argument
Yeah.
because he didn't really have any valid points.
Do you know, Nella was amazing, but she didn't buy into his apology. She let him sit. The awkwardness was great, and he didn't look great off the bat.
No.
I agree. I think she explained herself very well in that for someone who is a lot younger as well. A lot of them, though, are really struggling. And, you know, we've seen everyone having ups and downs. Poor Jamie Lynn, you know, she cried a lot for the first few days, just missing her family. Then we saw Fred crying over stock cubes, which felt like a new low. They're just so desperate for flavour. And then Josie, bless her, she's really now missing just home comforts.
You would, wouldn't you? You really would.
You would. Have a look at this, bless her.
My hair is slowly turning into a dreadlock. And I look like Robinson Crusoe already. Oh, no, there's no, like, pillow, is there? I'm not really a fan of beef burgers, but I just really fancy a beef burger. Oh, my God, it stinks. Oh, my God. So is that you, Fred?
I'm just going now.
I like to go at home or in my hotel room. I don't like going in places, so I've really struggled with the Danny. And you know how much I've been dying for a cup of tea. I just, you know, I'm going to be a better version of myself when I've had that cup of tea.
Everyone needs a cup of tea. I
relate to it so much. I would miss a cup of tea. Do you think that would be the number one thing?
That would be the thing for me. Just, a little tea would be lovely right now.
She is a gorgeous person. And we're seeing that side of her, aren't we? It's really great to see.
She's so genuine. No, you're right. It's so lovely. And talking of being genuine, and it's great when we see these behind-the-scenes moments. Ant and Dec, right? National treasures, 30 years in television, 22 NTA awards, and yet... They had a setup last night that they confessed to, which I think Craig's right up your street.
Yeah.
You love your sport.
It definitely is.
So where they've got their cameras and the auto cue and all of that, they revealed that below it, they were watching their beloved Newcastle United.
I can't miss anything, can they?
It's just standard double screening. We do this in the sports world all the time. It's standard.
To be fair, there wasn't much happening in that trial with Nella and Frankie, so they probably just thought, let's watch the footy instead.
Really
I feel like you could see in their face when it wasn't going too well, the game, and they just looked, it was like,
football's on, hurry up.
Yeah, it was so good. And also, today I do have an exclusive for you.
Oh.
Now, this is a clip from tonight's show.
Right.
We've got Nigel and Nick doing their first challenge together as voted by the public. And, you know, Nigel in general has been pretty blasé about challenges. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
You know, he's doing the eating challenge.
He wants to do them, yeah.
He wants to do them and he hasn't really reacted. This is the first time it looks like he's struggling.
Oh.
Down he goes.
Shaking his head. It's tricky.
It's finding it hard to get down there.
Just can't get purchase on anything.
No. Maybe use the rungs of the ladder to help you down.
No, Nige. You can do it, mate.
He needs now to find the right spanner.
He needs 25% more air there.
Yeah. Some might say, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. I think that might be the best way to put it, Rochelle. Yeah, so good luck to them tonight, but it looks like it was a bit of a struggle.
It does indeed. Thank you, girl.
Thanks, Shan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Love it. Now...